confidential. I'm shooting from my very favorite guest room in the house. I call it the shabby chic room. It's just got like a really cool, cozy vibe to it. And no matter who stays here, they're always like, that's the room I want to stay in. So Logan and I, he likes to keep me company, are going to talk to you today about respect. Respect is something that you don't demand of people. It's something that is earned over time. Once you earn the respect of people, the last thing that you want to do is F it up for yourself. So today I'm going to talk about 10 or 11 different ways that you can lose the respect that you've worked so hard to earn. Now, a lot of these are going to ring true for you because you probably have experienced it with regard to other people. Knowledge is power, so these are just good things to keep in mind. If you like videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video in particular, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It helps my video rankings and I would greatly appreciate it. Inconsistent behavior. Maybe you're super sweet, super kind, down to earth, one-on-one, but when you get out in public, you're rude and unkind in front of others, or vice versa. Maybe you've heard of celebrities like this. They seem super nice, super sweet, super down to earth in public, then you hear behind the scenes that they're rude, disrespectful, and not nice to other people. Now look, we all meld our behavior according to the situation. You're not going to act the same way at work as you would in a bar, or at least I hope you wouldn't. You act differently around your friends than you might around your parents or your in-laws. You get it. But when it's so vastly different, people don't like that. Nobody does. And they'll lose respect for you because they'll end up seeing you as disingenuous, inauthentic, and as fake. Being inconsiderate or rude to people without cause. I remember being on a first date with this guy, and obviously it's before I got married, and everything was going fine. We went to the bar and we had a drink before we were being seated for dinner. And you know, he's cute and funny and he's smart and we were having a really nice time. We get to dinner, we're ordering the menu, and I swear I really could have crawled underneath the table. He was so inconsiderate to the waiter. It was embarrassing for me. It should have been embarrassing for him, you know, trying to act like a big shot, and instead he's making somebody feel badly about themselves. So when you're rude and inconsiderate to other people, others look at you poorly and they end up losing respect for you. Being rude or inconsiderate or acting like a big shot doesn't make you look better. It makes you look selfish, self-centered, and really just mean-spirited. Dishonesty and lying. People respect those who say what they're going to do and do what they're going to say. If people consistently catch you lying or evading, they'll lose respect for you because they don't feel that they can count on your word. They don't think you're being a straight shooter. You gain respect when other people can trust what you say. Okay, Emma wants up too. She's usually shy, but she wants to say hi too. Say hi. Peacocking around or bragging. I call it peacocking around. Look, it's totally cool to be proud of yourself. It's completely cool to allow your friends and family to share in your successes and things that you're proud of. But too much of a good thing is too much of a good thing. Nobody likes somebody who's always patting themselves on the back. What I have found is that the most successful people that I know are the most humble and they're the most low-key. It's usually the ones that feel insecure about where they are in life, who constantly have to self-promote themselves. They're at a party, they're out with friends, they have to make sure to tell what they do, how much they make, where they live, what they've accomplished. It's annoying. And actually being modest or having a level of humility can actually work in your favor because people kind of want to know what you're about. There's a level of mystique about it and they kind of want to know more about you. Over apologizing. You know, these kind of people. And I mean, they're usually like super nice, but seriously, you guys, always saying, oh my God, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry. When there's nothing for you to be sorry about is annoying. I just gotta say that. Owning up to your mistakes is one thing. Taking responsibility for yourself is another. But constantly kowtowing and apologizing makes you look weak, makes you look insecure, and it makes you look submissive. Own up to your mistakes when you need to, but avoid over apologizing. Letting other people disrespect you. Have you ever had somebody call you out in public, whether it's personal or professional, and act condescending to you or totally disrespectful to you? If you consistently let that happen, people are going to perceive you as weak and unable to stand up for yourself. Ideally, what you want to do is remain calm and say, really, I'd like to take this offline, or really, can we speak about this later? That does a couple things. One, it makes you look like the bigger person because it shows that you can remain calm, cool, and collected in an antagonistic situation, and it's clear that you can handle an uncomfortable situation with grace. Okay, that being said, every once in a while, somebody deserves a little taste of their own medicine. I will tell you a situation from my own life. A lot of you know that I worked in the corporate world for a very long time. We were in the boardroom giving presentations to the executive board on our management team, who we thought should be promoted, who we thought needed to transition to another position, who needed to stay neutral. I was giving the argument that one of my managers was not eligible for promotion for a few reasons. Our senior vice president happened to like this guy personally and piped up in front of the CEO telling me, you don't know what you're talking about. So-and-so has X, Y, and Z qualities. So I figured he deserved a taste of his own medicine. And I asked him if so-and-so has ever worked for him directly. And his face got red and he looked a little sheepish and he says, no. And I said, well, then clearly you're the one that doesn't know what you're talking about. He deserved that. Now, okay, yes, maybe I should have taken it offline, but honestly, at the time, I really felt that he deserved it, and I was in a very male-dominated industry, and you kind of had to learn to have a tough skin and give it right back to them. The end result is that the entire executive team ended up laughing at him. Probably didn't bode well for me later, but I felt he deserved it. Alex is his name. Getting offended way too easily. Look, confident people are secure with who they are and they're secure in themselves. They can take a joke, they can poke lighthearted fun at themselves, they have a level of fun and humility. If you're constantly getting offended too easily, people are going to perceive you as not being able to take a joke, being insecure, and honestly, do you really want people walking on eggshells around you? That's no fun. Good-natured ribbing, poking fun at yourself is totally fine, so sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Lack of follow-through. Look, everybody drops the ball sometimes. Who hasn't accidentally missed an email? Who hasn't accidentally forgotten to call somebody back? It's happened. We're human beings. But when you're constantly not coming through with deadlines or work product that you've promised, honestly, it just makes you look like a hot, disorganized mess. People can't depend on you. They can't rely on you to follow through. And you end up looking frazzled, irresponsible, and disorganized. So reliability is the foundation of respect. Look, constructive feedback or somebody pointing out a mistake you made or a fault of yours isn't always fun to hear. I mean, it's hard. Yeah, I get it. I don't like to hear it all the time either. But constructive feedback is one of the most important elements of our growth that there is. So if you're constantly getting defensive, the minute that somebody disagrees with you, the minute that somebody points out maybe they see a mistake here or there, it's really easy to lose people's respect. Successful people who are confident in themselves, can take a beat, step back and say, okay, use it for their own benefit and growth. And that's something that I personally respect in somebody. Letting others constantly interrupt you. This is really annoying. You know, you want to get a point out and somebody keeps interrupting you. It's fine to let it slide for a couple times, but when you let somebody do it continuously without standing up for yourself, it looks just like that you can't stand up for yourself and that you're acquiescing and almost saying what you have to say is more important than what I have to say. Here's what to do. Now remember to always give somebody the benefit of the doubt first. Maybe they really don't recognize that they're doing it. So by giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, you look gracious, you look courteous, then just nicely but firmly say, excuse me, let me finish my point, please. That's usually enough for most people to say, I didn't realize I was interrupting her, let her finish. And then what you've done is you've shown people that you respect your own opinion and that you respect yourself enough to insist on having the floor when it's your time. Okay, and finally being in it just for yourself. Only thinking about what a situation can do for your own personal gain. Relationships are about mutual trust, respect, and reciprocity. Only thinking about how you can benefit, how you can gain from a particular situation, or what somebody else can do for you, you'll come off as manipulative and selfish, and nobody likes those types of people. Instead, think of how you can also help the other person, how you can benefit from a situation, but think about how the other person can benefit as well. So if somebody is clearly extending me a favor, the first thing after saying thank you that's generous is, what can I do for you? Or I'll come to the table with a couple things that I thought of that might benefit from them that we can use as a springboard toward discussing how I can help them, what I can do for them. I want to show that I am proactively a team player, that it's not just all about me. The best situation is one in which we both benefit, we both can gain. I'm just as interested in somebody else being successful as I am in myself being successful. This is a safe channel for women to ask, to comment, to share without fear of mean-spirited comments. There are never any judgy eyes on my channel. We're all here to grow. You'll notice that when you post a comment below, it won't show up right away, and I do that for a reason. There are a lot of internet trolls. I go through and I approve them to make sure they're positive, uplifting, constructive, and we keep it clean. Your comment will be seen, you will be heard. Please feel free to share. I love hearing from you. And for all things wellness, style, beauty, fitness, and healthy living, subscribe to my channel, visit me on the blog, AnnieParkerConfidential.com, and I'll see you.